as the Bitcoin price continues to rally through the volatility, today I want to share with you 9 altcoins set to explode in 2025 if Bitcoin keeps rallying, which based on Bitcoin's 4-year cycle,
the halving's a huge deal.
And the supply shock of the Bitcoin halving.
And the halving is when that issuance schedule gets cut in half.
Price really has no choice but to go up based on supply and demand.
And so the really simple way to think about it, Ed, is if demand remains the same and the Bitcoin sold gets cut in half, it should have an impact on the price to the upside.
Just like 2021, just like 2017, just like 2013. And while some coins on today's list may be obvious to you, some crypto coins may surprise you, so watch today's whole video. And even though experts are expecting volatility in these next few weeks,
we're cautious, but we advised our clients to be buying the dips.
There is still a lot of macro reasons to be bullish.
Scott, there's a lot of firepower supporting stocks post-election because we've got a Fed that's dovish and the economy looks healthy. I don't think we're in a recession. And so the 3-month and 6-month outlooks are very strong for stocks. And I think China, while there's maybe some hesitation, but China's government is really starting to unleash some measures, and that's supportive of that region finally turning.
So the Federal Reserve is cutting rates, China is cutting rates and stimulating the economy, the European Central Bank is cutting rates, and with all this global money still on the sidelines.
And of course, the third factor is, I think after 2 years, investors who've been very cautious are starting to realize that, the $6 trillion of cash on the sidelines and the low levels of margin debt need to be put to work at a time when the Fed is supporting the economy.
So coin number 9 on today's list, which I do have the most conviction for the 2025 bull run, is Solana.
If you look at all of the current on-chain metrics for Solana, you still see, active users, transactions, DEX volumes still at pretty elevated levels.
So even though price has been consolidating for the last several months, the on-chain fundamentals are going up and to the right. Transactions on the Solana network have only been increasing. Number of daily active addresses on Solana, again, up and to the right. Number of new addresses on Solana, up and to the right. And even though the Ethereum network is around 4 times the value of Solana, a lot of the fundamental metrics that show the health of the network are very comparable. Solana versus Ethereum weekly DEX volume, Solana is outpacing Ethereum. And the reason for this growth not only are the best meme coins on Solana, a lot of the decentralized physical infrastructure networks choosing Solana.
Chain of choice for the majority of DeFi applications these days is Solana.
But also PayPal, the most regulated financial products like PayPal's USD, their stablecoin, PYUSD, all now transacting on the Solana network. Coin number 8 on today's list is BitTensor Tau.
I would encourage you to look at a project that I'm starting to focus a little bit on called BitTensor.
By the way, the 1.49 million subscribers who follow us every day, they know this. I am not a financial advisor, nor can I see the future, nor does past performance indicate future results. So I'm just sharing my journey, what works for me, and always assume that any altcoin can theoretically go to zero at any time, so do not invest more than you're willing to lose. But does not mean we are not seeing real innovation in this space. BitTensor Tau, this is a blue chip in the AI, artificial intelligence, crypto sector.
The protocol called BitTensor, it's a peer-to-peer decentralized protocol that enables artificial intelligence to learn from each other.
So BitTensor Tau is decentralized infrastructure for AI. It is a decentralized, open source, permissionless machine learning network that transforms machine intelligence into a tradable commodity. It creates a peer-to-peer marketplace where AI models are shared, trained, and ranked by value, incentivizing collaboration and innovation in AI development.
And I was like, what is this thing? And it's basically a thing where you go and solve technical problems and produce features that people require, that need, and you get paid in this underlying currency.
The Tau token is used for rewards, staking, governance, and payments within the network, fostering a decentralized economy for AI development. And plus, for 2025 and beyond, AI cryptos like BitTensor have so much more potential. Grayscale, which is institutional adoption, did create, a couple months ago, a decentralized AI fund. BitTensor Tau is their most weighted holding in the portfolio, showing strong conviction for the future. This is how Wall Street investors can finally easily get exposure to BitTensor. And while Altcoin Daily over 7 months ago named BitTensor as one of our top 5 AI altcoins to watch in 2024. So you have been buying the dips, you are ready for this rally. BitTensor today did just do almost a 3x in the last 4 weeks. Maybe BitTensor consolidates for the next few months, like a Solana, but just know long term, I believe BitTensor has a lot more room to grow. And speaking of institutional adoption, next coin on today's list is Ondo.
Things like Ondo make a lot of sense in terms of where the future of crypto is going.
Ondo Finance is institutional grade finance on-chain for everyone, aka they're tokenizing financial products, just like Larry Fink predicted.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets.
And most people aren't aware they're backed by Founders Fund, Pantera Capital, and Coinbase. Their fundamentals, despite price consolidating, are only going up and to the right. Ondo Finance has reached a major milestone, surpassing $600 million in total value locked. Ondo is cementing its position as a leading issuer of tokenized treasury bonds.
Franklin Templeton and Ondo's funds were also seeing explosive growth this year, ranking the second and third largest just behind BlackRock's Biddle.
And again, looking at fundamentals, the news today is this. USDY, which is their yield-bearing stablecoin, is now integrated with over 70 DeFi and CeFi projects, a significant milestone for our flagship yield coin. So strong fundamental green flag. And I will say, because Altcoin Daily will always share with you the bad and the good for any project, that's why you subscribe. Ondo does have a little token unlock coming up. This is where early investors finally get some of their tokens and they have the ability to sell. Doesn't mean they will, but this will be the first for Ondo in 2025. Maybe the market is pricing that in today. That's why we're seeing the consolidation, or maybe you get a buy the dip opportunity around January. Either way, with backing from Coinbase and Founders Fund, association with BlackRock, and fundamental metrics heading up and to the right, Ondo's definitely a protocol to watch. And next coin on today's list that I think could do very, very well in 2025 is Aethir. Aethir is providing a network of decentralized GPU cloud computing. So Aethir is that infrastructure play for all these industries that are only going to need more GPU compute, like AI, gaming.
At a high level, there is this massive global enterprise GPU scarcity, right? It's being driven by really heavy buy pressure from some of the largest tech companies in the world. Think OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Meta, and that's kind of limited by NVIDIA's somewhat limited capacity to produce only a certain number of these high-profile, high-quality chips every year. Essentially, they aren't able to produce enough.
They already have over $36 million in annual recurring revenue. So many different crypto projects are pre-revenue. They don't have revenue yet. Aethir in their first year is at 36 annual recurring. Having said that, this is one of my high risk, potentially high reward plays because they're very new. I'm actually running several nodes. And in breaking news, this just happened. Aethir has launched a $100 million fund to accelerate AI and gaming innovation, meaning the growth continues. And in a direct quote from their CEO, they say, by offering funding and access to critical compute resources, we are working to democratize this technology and enable companies to scale more efficiently. By the way, if you're looking for a great place to buy, sell, or trade any of the altcoins mentioned in today's video, join me on Bybit now and come unlock up to $30,020 in exclusive rewards only if you use referral code Altcoin Daily. So again, grab a $20 sign-up bonus immediately and then earn up to $30,000 in exclusive rewards, link down below. Proppy right now coming in at 93 cents per coin. They are one of the leaders in tokenizing real-world assets. RWA leader in real estate, US licensed escrow on smart contracts. And even billionaire Tim Draper understands the potential.
I just talked to Proppy, which is one of our companies, and they have real estate. They're doing real estate on the blockchain, and that includes doing title on the blockchain. And I started to think about it, and it's like, now you can have your own bank and you can keep your own title in a decentralized, safe, verified way, without dealing with a central government, without dealing with the files of the county or whatever. This is a whole new transformation, this world that's opening up to all of us.
Also, more and more juggernauts are starting to use Proppy. Grant Cardone lists his $42 million private property on blockchain real estate platform Proppy, and with over $4 billion in real estate transactions under their belt, this is definitely a real-world asset protocol to watch. Meme coin Foxy is also one of my high-risk, potentially high-reward plays for 2025. And obviously, I like Whiff on the Solana ecosystem. I like Brett on the Base ecosystem. I just want to find the next Brett.
So you want to be vested on every potential chain. You want to find the winner on every chain, because every chain is going to have their meme winner. And then you want to find the teams that have the best public relations and the best marketing. You don't care about dev work. You don't care about any of this stuff because it's a meme coin. So the ones that I'm looking at,
because I do think Whiff on Solana, Brett on Base, etc., the main mascots, the main meme coins in these ecosystems, if the chain does well, the meme coin's going to do well.
Foxy on Linea.
And my thought process for this is, just like Coinbase is pumping all their users into their Ethereum L2, the Base ecosystem, Linea, which is owned by Consensus, the same company behind MetaMask, the wallet, as MetaMask potentially pumps their users into their L2, I think the main meme coin could benefit. I think AIT Protocol is doing some very interesting things in the BitTensor ecosystem. They're actually supercharging the BitTensor ecosystem with advanced mathematical and logical AI. So they're the very first BitTensor crypto subnet. It's called Einstein, where they're building a marketplace for the computation of complex mathematics, logical reasoning, and data analysis. The news today is twofold. Number one, they've officially joined Google's prestigious Google for Startups Cloud program. And number two, huge growth milestone, over 20,000 user sessions reached on the Albert app. The app has acquired over 5,000 new users over the last 7 days through the Albert app campaign. AIT Protocol helps to train AI models, and this app plays an important role in gathering data to train the custom specialized model we plan to open source in the coming months. It's cool to see the start of the growth. We have privacy-centric Ethereum L2 Cody making big news. Hacken, which is a very well-respected auditor in crypto, we've partnered with Cody Network to support their ecosystem by combining Cody's innovative encryption with Hacken's expertise in smart contract audits, advanced cryptography, and our crowdsourced audits on Hacken Proof. We're setting a new standard for secure, privacy-preserving blockchain solutions. And even though centralized exchanges are delisting privacy coins like Monero due to regulatory concerns, businesses and enterprises and just people in general very much want privacy. And did you know privacy can be optional with Cody?
How does it exactly work with Cody for someone that's conducting a transaction? How does privacy become optional from a UI perspective?
Yeah, it's actually all about how the dApp is built, how the smart contract is built. But the idea is that you can decide, for this transaction, I don't want to disclose what token I'm sharing. For that transaction, I actually don't want to show my balance. I don't want to show people how much I send. If you're building a DEX, for instance, then you can decide that the transactions will be confidential because you don't want people to front run you. So, or if you just keep sensitive data on chain. I mean, these days, if you keep sensitive data on chain, it will be disclosed. But if you want to actually keep it confidential, then you can decide to do that.
Now, by the way, if I missed a coin, comment down below, because I will be doing an update on this video January 1st couple weeks of January in 2025. Let me know if I should add a coin. I want to make sure I get the coins with most potential into this next year. And final crypto project that I do think is worth mentioning. Actually, the coin hasn't launched yet, but I am an early investor and I have been keeping tabs on this. Off the Grid crypto game pulled top 3 streamed games on Twitch with over 2.1 million transactions today and 500,000 new wallets powered on the background by the Avalanche L1. So this is one of the main crypto games in the Avalanche ecosystem. Ninja was streaming this on Twitch. He has his own skin. Off the Grid officially surpassed Fortnite, Valorant, and Diablo for games streaming on Twitch, meaning gamers are just playing a fun game. They don't even know this is a crypto game yet, but this will be part of the Gunzilla Games ecosystem. Reading your comments now, but like always, see you tomorrow.